Welcome to Kotlin Bootcamp for Programmers. My name is Muhammad John Nasir from Tricky Solution. In this episode, I'm going to teach you about nullability in Kotlin. In this task, you will learn about nullability versus non-nullable values, your variables. Programming errors involve nulls have been the source of countless bugs. Kotlin seeks to reduce bugs by introducing non-nullable variables. What do I mean by this? For example, you cannot create a null value, a null variable in Kotlin. For example, rock, and let's make a type of int, and if we want to initialize as a null value, we cannot initialize for a data type a null value in a data type. So what happens, because most of the errors come with this section like this. And now sometimes it happens that you need some variables to be null. For that, we just need to add one question mark, var rocks int data type, and after int data type you can make one question mark. It indicates that this variable can be null. So now we can initialize the null value for this, like this null, and again after that we can store any value, we can reinitialize the value to something else. So Kotlin did this to eliminate most of the null pointer exceptions. Now if I remove this one and I commented this, see the error, null cannot be a value of non-null type in int, so we cannot do this. Let's run. Now I'm getting error, Kotlin null cannot be a value of a non-null type. So I will comment this one and remove this one. Let us see. Run. So right now at the first we see that our program is null, and then we want to initialize something. For example, rock value is right now 45. If I print the 45 value right now, the rocks value, it will be 45. Let's see the result. Here this won't update. So now if you see the variable, it is 45. When you have complex data types such as a list, then you can allow the elements of a list to be a null, and also sometimes you can allow for the list to be null, but if it is not null, its element cannot be null. You can allow both the list or the element to be null. So list and some other complex data types are covered in the next episodes, in the upcoming episodes. So wait for that. And let's learn something very cool about the Kotlin. It is question mark and question mark colon. What is this? Question mark colon. In programming, this is called as Elvis operator. This is called as Elvis operator. This is called as Elvis operator. What it does? Let's see an example in a basic one. We have variable fish equal to 4, and now I want to check if fish is not null, then fish dot decrement the value of fish. Now println fish. Now print the value of fish. Now let's see, this is the basic or the other programming language code like this. Now if I run the programming, it checks if the fish is not null, so decrement the fish value and print the fish. Now if you see, fish is 4. As I see, fish is not null, fish decrements, and now the fish is 4. This one can be done in a very easy way, like this. I have to store fish into fish. It is not storing, so if I store this into fish, now the new fish value should be 3. This is the basic one or the previous one, but what Kotlin do here, it store the fish equal to fish and question mark and then decrement. Just by using one question mark, you eliminate these if conditions, and also these all if condition just by adding one question mark. Let's see now the value of fish. Remove this one and see the value of fish. Now I'm getting exact value because what it does, first of all, it stores this fish value. It check if fish is null, not null. It will decrement the value and store it into it. If it is null, so it will not store that into fish. So this is the method of question mark. And also we can add one more things here, the question mark and comma, question mark and colon. Let's make a good example. Fish, I love fish, equal to fish question mark. This is the same thing, it was already like this, and I want to remove this one, fish dot decrement, and now question mark, semicolon and 0. What it means? Right now it means if the fish is not null, so decrement that value. So if the fish is null, store the value of 0. Anything after this question mark and quotation, anything after this question mark and colon, store this value to this fish. I will repeat it again. So store the first, check if fish is not null. If it is not null, so it will perform this function, the decimal part. If it is null, so it will store the value after this question mark and colon to this value. Now let's see the result. So right now fish is 4, fish is not null, so it has a value. It will decrement fish and the result will be 3. So let's make it 5. So right now the result will be 4. Let's run the program. Now the result is 4. What if I make this fish as a null? For example, fish, it is an int data type and it is nullable, and make it as a null. Right now it checks if fish is null, not null, it will do this function. If it is null, it will store 0 or any value after this question mark to fish. Now if I print fish, so the result will be 0. Let's run the program. So right now I'm getting the fish 0 because it was null at the beginning. So now it stored this value to the fish. Sometimes it happens that a value is nullable, but we want to make that as a non-null variables. If you have null pointer exception, Kotlin also let you keep them, because the not null assertion operator, or this is the not null assertion operator in Kotlin, or it is called double bang or bang bang in Kotlin. So let's make an example. Val length is equal, I have a string here, val string. I want to store my name. This is a string, variable name, string, my name, anything else. Now I want to store this name length into the variable length. Now name dot length. Now we know this is a non-null variable. What if this is a null type? What if it is the nullable variable? Last name, and this is the string value. It is the type of a string, and we can make it as a nullable value and store or initialize that as a null. So what happens right now if I use this one? What happens right now if I use value last name length equal to last name? What happens if I use the length of this one? Right now, as you saw, it is the nullable variable, the nullable data type. I cannot use that directly. Only the safe or non-null assertion calls are allowed on a nullable receiver of type string. We cannot do that. We can do that if we put a question mark. It means do that if your last name is not null, then you do this, you perform these functions. Otherwise, do not perform this function. And also we can do something like this. It means we tell the Kotlin, we force Kotlin that this last name will not be null. If I run this program right now, so the Kotlin will get error for us, null pointer exception, because this is a null value. Right now I'm getting Kotlin null pointer exceptions, and if I don't use this bang operator, if I use only one question marks, and if I run this, nothing will happen. This is the correct way. I can print that value also. Println last name length, and I can print the value ll. Now let's print the value. Look, see, now the value is null. It was for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and comment, and if you have any questions, please comment below. I will answer you definitely. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to learn new cool stuff about coding. See you soon on the next video.